What's up, guys? So I've been putting off using my quick jack. I've had it I got it around Christmas, I think is when it finally arrived. It took like a month to ship. But I've literally put it together, used it to test it, and haven't used it since. And the reason being is because it's kind of a pain in the ass. I honestly do think that I'm quicker in terms of getting everything set up and situated. I think I can jack up a car, throw it on stands, not much longer than it would take to use a quick jack. And that's because once you get all your lines plugged in and you move your quick jack towards the car, then you have to slide it under the adjustment points. Or you could drive over the quick jack as well and then pull the quick jacks out towards the adjustment points. But at the end of the day, you have to line up the rubber blocks, right? You gotta line them up under the jack points to keep raising and lowering the quick jack until the points line up. So like I said, I only used it once and it took fucking forever. So that's why I kind of haven't been using it. But another reason also is that it's kind of a pain in the ass to move around when it's on the ground. So once you slide it under the vehicle, you have to like tug at it and whatever. And my floor is not the smoothest. My garage floor is actually pretty shit. It's pretty rough concrete. So in order to move it, I basically got to manhandle the quick jack, and it ends up scraping the bottom of the quick jack up. It just makes adjusting super hard, right? It makes a pain in the ass. So they provide some handles with it. I don't know where I put them, but they kind of suck because they don't, I don't know. When you attach it to the quick jack, they're pretty loose, and it's very easy for the handle to just like fly off as you're trying to push and pull the quick jack itself. So my plan for today is to give the quick jack some wheels. Right? So I have this aluminum 90-degree, what is this, angled aluminum, angle iron, whatever you want to call it. I have one 12-inch piece for each quick jack. So I'm going to cut it into 3-inch sections, and I'm going to place it, hopefully you can see this, I'm going to place it like so. So on each end of the quick jack, you got one here and then down at the bottom, you could stick a bolt right through there. So I've got some threaded rod here that I also have to cut down to size, but you can stick this all the way through. Alright, so basically my plan is to, remember this is going to be a 3-inch piece. I'm going to bolt this guy, 3-inch piece, it's going to be about yay long. Bolt this, make one of these brackets for each corner, bolt it to the quick jack, and then on this side I'm going to have a little wheel. Alright, it's a little swivel wheel, it's a little swivel caster. So basically I'm going to be able to roll the quick jack around, kind of like a creeper, right? It's the exact same concept as a creeper. Be able to roll that down, and hopefully that should make lining up my quick jack a lot easier and a lot quicker. And will hopefully make it so that I would want to use it more often. So, anyways, I gotta cut the rod up, and then I gotta cut my brackets up. So, let's get started. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is measure this out, right? So I got slightly more than 12 inches. It's 12 and 1/16. So I'm going to measure out 3-inch pieces. And hopefully that'll give me enough to fit my wheels. So yeah, I should have enough room for the wheels as well as the bolt. So let's get this guy out. Okay. So now all I have to do is cut. Sorry, I'm a little sweaty, but so I got this cut out. Hopefully that gives you a better idea of what's gonna happen here. So I'm gonna have my wheels bolted on like so, and I'll have a hole over here, which is where I'm gonna run the threaded rod through into the quick jack. But oh, sorry, it's actually going to be right here. So have the threaded rod on this side, and these casters are going to be sitting on the ground, right? So, yep, just got to make 7 more of these, so great. Alright, so I have 4 of these cut out right now. I gotta cut 4 more, but basically all we're doing is mounting a wheel like so, and then we're gonna have the threaded rod basically go in, be right there. It'll actually be like that, and then there'll be another one on the other side, and this will go through the quick jack. Yeah, hopefully that gives you a better idea of what's going on here. Alright, so I got all 8 of these cut out, and got the holes drilled for the wheels. So now all I have to do is drill holes, the big 1/2-inch hole to fit my threaded rod through. So that should be fun. everything laid out, other than the threaded rods and the hardware for that. But it's got 8 wheels, got some 1024 3/4 inch screws, some flat washers, some lock nuts, and then 8 of my brackets. So let's put these bad boys together. So the orientation of these is important, right? So I've got basically 4 going one direction and 4 going the other direction. So these are going to be on the left side, and these will be on the right side of the quick jack. So the way that I have them oriented should allow the wheels to lift off once you start lifting the quick jack. So if you have them go in the wrong direction, they're not going to come off of the ground, or they might interfere with the ground or the arms of the quick jack. So let's put these together. Okay, so as usual, the garage is a mess. Yeah, so I've got my quick jack hanging on the wall. I could do this on the floor, but honestly it's probably easier to just do it while it's hanging, because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the ass to like adjust the wheel so that it touches the ground and the rest of the quick jack doesn't touch the ground. But it'll be hard to do that while trying to hold the quick jack up as well, so I'm just going to do it over here. So anyways, got my threaded rod. I've just got foot-long sections. So all I'm going to do, put this guy in here. So I'm basically just going to slide the bracket and the wheel on. I'm going to slide a washer, followed by a lock nut. Let's put this guy on. So yeah, so it's going to basically be like this. So the way that this is set up, I can adjust the wheel so that it's just touching the ground enough so that the quick jack is lifted off the ground. And then as these arms raise up, right, they're going to raise up like that. This arm is going to pivot as well. I had some 3 feet of 1/2 inch threaded rod, so I ended up just cutting it into about 12.5 inches. So that way I just have a little more room on the rod to tighten my lock nuts. You could get away with the 12-inch ones if you wanted to, and if you wanted to just use regular nuts, but I wanted to use lock nuts. Goes in like so. now all I gotta do is tighten them up. So all I have to do is just adjust them. Might do that when the quick jack's on the ground. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to change the spacing on these guys. Alright, so I got the wheels mounted up. So now all I have to do is just lift up the jack, the quick jack a little bit, and then line up these wheels so that the quick jack is floating above the ground. So all I'm going to do is just lift these up and then tighten the bolts. Okay, that's one down. Look at that. Look at that. Sweet, so that'll make moving and aligning them way easier. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Let's do the second one. Alright, let's drop this guy down, see what we got. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Quick jack is moving. That's sick. Okay, so currently with the wheels on the ground, once I start lifting it up, see the wheels are now elevated off the ground and it's solid, right? Lower it back down. And the wheels are back to tighten. Alright, so ran into a little problem here. So as you can see, I've got 90-degree corners on the bracket. So basically what was happening was that as this was rotating upwards, so it's going from basically like this to like that, upwards. This very corner right here ended up digging into the concrete. When I moved the quick jack up, all the weight was kind of basically supported by the very corners of the brackets. So basically what I'm doing is just, I marked where the washer was, and I'm just gonna grind down the corners on all of the brackets. So here's how it looks now, with the corners grounded down. So hopefully that will no longer interfere with the ground. So yeah, as you can see, the wheels, they end up lifting up perfectly off the ground now. As the quick jack goes up, the wheels go up too. Pretty cool. So yeah, that wraps it up for making wheels for my quick jack. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. I know that was one of my biggest caveats, is that it was just a pain in the ass to align under the car when it's sliding against concrete. So these wheels make it quite a bit easier. It's a lot nicer, easier to maneuver. So yeah, hopefully that'll help make my quick jack experience a little bit better. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please subscribe. Deuces.